Ho, ho, ho. It's the four gun guy. Hi, everyone. Hey, look, today I wanted to talk about something. We've got Black Friday coming up, and I'm going to try to release this before that, just to give us some things to think about either Black Friday or Christmas time over the holidays, and to see what we might want to think about as far as saving money on some of the things we might really need for this coming season. So if you're ready to go, let's get to it. All right, let's talk about what we might really need for next year to get us, remember what I always say, to get us on target. Okay? Your Black Friday, you're going to have all sorts of sales. You've got Short Action Customs is running a sale. MPA has their grenade sale, I think, at midnight on Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving. And all these different sales. And you look at it and you go, wow, I've always wanted that, or I need that, or that would be cool. What I want you to do is pause right now. I want you to take out a piece of paper and I want you to write down everything you have, not everything, but the major things that you have for PRS that you're competing with right now. Okay? I want you to write down, how many bags do I have? Do I really need another bag? Or is there another bag that maybe I've seen some videos on, that I just did a bag video, that maybe I really want to look at that will help me? Not looks cool, not going to get me in with the cool kids, but will help me shoot better next year. Maybe I'm reloading and I've got a different powder dispenser. Maybe I'm doing it by hand. I have a buddy who just said in one of our chats, he said, I'm still doing it by hand. It doesn't bother me, but I'm going to get a rig like you have, Tony, which is the auto trickler, but the more recent version. But maybe you're doing something and you're thinking that might put me on target easier, right? Because I'm going to lower my SDs and my ESs, because maybe what I'm not doing is as accurate as it could be. Maybe it's a ballistic device or a ballistic app. And I'm going to give you some caution here, guys. I do use the Kestrel still. This is still my main ballistic app. I use GeoBallistics, and I still use that as my backup actually to my Kestrel. But again, I just did a video on this. If I was just starting out, GeoBallistics would be what I'm using for 24 bucks or 14. I don't even know how much it is, but it's less than 30 bucks. I would just use that. I wouldn't spend my Christmas money on this. Sorry, Kestrel, I just wouldn't. Maybe it's better hearing protection, right? I'm going to do a video on, I just got these axles. They have a great sale on these now. And again, guys, they're not giving me anything for it. They don't know I exist. So I'm just telling you this. I'm going to do a video comparing these with the autos. They had a 2-for-1. So for 200 bucks, I get 2 pair of these things that I don't care if they don't last a whole match. Guys have told me they do, but if they don't, that's fine. I'll just take out the other pair and put those in my ears. I am leaving autos because for the price per use, and this is what I'm starting to get into, guys, on a lot of this stuff, what is my price per use of that thing? And when you're talking about $500 for a pair of these things, and you're using them, if you practice once a month and have a match once a month, that's 24 times in a year, maybe, that you're using these things. Start to break that down in that respect, and you'll start to see that if these are only lasting me 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe it's better to just do this and replace these every 3 years, right? So anyway, just some things to think about. Maybe you're looking at a suppressor. Is a suppressor really going to help you? Is this going to help you get on target? Or are you going to be a cool kid because you have a suppressor now? So just think about that. With the money you're going to spend on a suppressor, you could probably buy everything I'm showing you right here, except the suppressors. Well, not the rifle, not the scope, but you know what I'm saying. All of these accessories. So think about how you're going to spend your money. Rangefinder. What rangefinder do you have now? Are you using some golf rangefinder you had when you played golf? Maybe it is time that you can find something like this Revic or something else on special that can get you up to where you need to be from a range finding perspective. And then, of course, we have our Garmin Zero that just took the market by storm. and and this thing was a game changer, still is. And maybe if you're using a magneto speed, which is fine, keep using it. But maybe if you want something that's more compact, that you can, when you're practicing and when you're at the match, it really, really does save time for you because of how easy it is to use and how compact it is to use. So anyway, those are a couple things. Let's talk about a few others. Well, if we get to the really big ticket items, now we're talking rifles, scopes. Maybe you're using a scope that you're happy with, but you'd like to move up. I know for a fact that at this time of year, the Vortex Razor Gen 3s generally go on sale. I don't know how low they're going to go. I don't think they're going to go as low as they have in the past. I think the Gen 3s I've picked up have been in the 20, well, I got one for $1,800. That was 3 years ago. But I think now they're in the 22 to 2400 when they're on sale, which is still a good price for those scopes. If you watched my review of DNT's The One, I think that scope, I'm not going to say it's a Razor Gen 3, but man, for the price, and if they're going to put that on sale, and you're looking to upgrade from something else, I would definitely look at that, The One. From a trigger perspective, here's another thing we don't think about. Think about your trigger. What trigger are you running? Are you running the trigger that came with the rifle? Is your trigger pull 3 pounds right now? And maybe you want to get that a little crisper. I run my triggers at 8 ounces. It's very smooth for me. So think about that. Maybe it's a Bixen Andy or a Trigger Tech that's going to help you smooth out your shot process and keep you on and get you on target. Something like that. And then really one of the last things would be like back here. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is, right? That's the Botnia muzzle brake maxi. That thing's a pretty penny, so I put that up there with the scope and the Kestrel, probably the rangefinder too. But that's another thing that if you get a good one, it doesn't have to be the Botnia, but it could be something else. Like I also ran the Area 419 Sidewinder match and the Hellfire match, which I love those brakes. They were great brakes for me. And there are others out there on the market to consider. A couple other things, your pack, right? I've did the video on the Everly stock Upranger, and that was one of the best purchases I made this year. Again, all this with my own money, but that was a really good purchase, and they might be having a sale on now, or they will be. I'm pretty darn sure of it. Tripod. Maybe you should be looking at another tripod like a Leofoto or a Two Vets or something like that. They'll have sales on, along with binoculars, right, for spotting. I'm just saying, guys, do a list. What am I using now? Is this really working for me? Yes or no? Do I get to the range and I go, God, I wish I had a better insert thing here? And then think about that. So please, I'm really trying to do more videos about this, guys. Please don't look at being the cool kid. No one cares when you're at a match. Nobody. They're too busy messing with their own stuff to worry about whether you use a Kestrel or geoballistics, and they're too into their own thing to worry about if you use a Revic rangefinder or some other rangefinder. So don't worry about that stuff. Get what's going to work for you in your budget, and hopefully it'll help you. Well, hey, look, thanks a lot for watching this one. Tried to keep it short, and I'll put it out hopefully before Thanksgiving so you have some food for thought. Look, have great holidays, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to y'all. And until we meet next time, shoot straight.